Hello, this is Simon from buttonguitar.co.uk, and this is part one of my tutorial on how to play the guitar solo Mi Favorita, or my favourite. Now this popular solo is in the key of E minor and is in 3/4 time. So starting on bar 1, the version I play has a 2-bar sequence of octaves working down. So in order to play this introduction, place the first finger on the 7th fret 5th string and the little finger on the 9th fret 3rd string. That's giving us E's. And what I do, I double up on the upper note on the 3rd string. So I'm playing, that's the 5th string and 3rd string together, followed by the 3rd string again. We drop those fingers down to the 5th position. So the first finger's at the 5th fret, little finger at the 7th fret, and we repeat the same sequence. Drop to the 3rd fret, giving us C's. That's C on the 5th string and C on the 3rd string. And we play it again. We're playing. Move to the 2nd fret, which is now giving us B's. So far we've got into the second beat of the second bar. I bring the first finger over onto the 3rd string 2nd fret A, and I'm now playing the open 5th string and A on the 3rd string. Now that's leaving the 2nd finger free to drop onto that 6th string 3rd fret G, and we're playing the G and the 3rd string open G. So that's the 6th string and 3rd string together. Into bar 3, the first finger now can land straight on the F sharp on the 6th string, and the little finger is on the 4th fret 4th string F sharp as well. Now we just play that as single notes, so we're not doubling up this time, we're just playing the 2 strings, and then keeping the fingers on, slide those up to the 7th fret. So the first finger's 7th fret 6th string B, and the little finger's on the 4th string 9th fret B. So the introduction then is play that again. Now, into bar 4, where the tune proper starts, we're playing the open 6th string, and then we play the first 3 strings open as well. So we play a chord, so it's into bar 5, we play the bass note again, and the chord. So bar 4 and bar 5. And then the melody starts. So we place the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret 1st string, giving us G. And then we slide that finger up to the 7th fret B. And we're playing the 6th string open along with the 7th fret 1st string. Follow that by playing the 2nd and 3rd string together. So we're going. Now, at the moment, our fingers are in the 6th position, which lines our other 2 fingers, that's the 1st and 3rd finger, up nicely. So we can now play the A sharp, which is the 2nd melody note in bar 6. So that's with the 1st finger. The 2nd finger then drops straight down onto that 7th fret B, and the 3rd finger straight onto the 8th fret C. So that is, I'll play it again. So that's, and then that bar 7 now is a repeat of bar 6. So that's giving us this. Now bar 8, we're still playing the notes from the previous bars. So we're playing B along with that open 6th string, A sharp at the 6th fret with the 1st finger, back to the B at the 7th fret, back up to that C, back to the B, and then we take the fingers off and we're playing the open 1st string. So we've got and now into bar 9, we're dropping down to the 2nd position. So you place the 1st finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, B, 2nd finger on the 3rd string 2nd fret, A, and the 3rd finger on the 1st string, F sharp, all at the 2nd fret. So we're playing now the 5th string and 2nd string together, the 5th string and 1st string together. Then our chord is the 3rd string and 2nd string, so that's the 3rd string with the 2nd finger on it with the open 2nd string, so that's we now bring the 2nd finger over onto the 1st string 2nd fret, and then we play that note and slide that up to the 5th fret, A, and then we put a partial bar chord covering 4 strings at the 4th fret. So now we're playing the 4th string and 1st string together. The chord that finishes, the chord that now is in bar 10 is the 2nd and 3rd strings together, which we're already covering with that bar. So that is. Now notice these next melody notes are all in that position, so we don't need to move away from there. We just take the 2nd finger off to give us G sharp, 2nd finger back down on the A, the 5th fret, up to the B at the 7th fret. So that's, and we repeat that bar. So from bar 9 we've got and still in that position, don't move the fingers off just yet. We're playing the 4th string and the 1st string together. Take the 2nd finger off, giving us our G sharp on the 1st string. 2nd finger back down. Little finger up to that 7th fret, B. Back to that 5th fret, so that is. And then the little finger drops onto the 2nd string, 7th fret, F sharp. So notice everything's under the fingers. Keep the 2nd finger on, just remove the bar. And into bar 13, we now play the 6th string and 1st string together. Drop that 2nd finger down to the 3rd fret, 1st string G, and we're playing the first 3 strings together. So that's. So I'll play that from bar 4. So we're playing. That's a repeat. Down to the 2nd position. Change fingers to get us to this chord. Notice all those fingers are in position, so we don't need to jump about. And then our A's already on, drop back to your 3rd fret. Now bar 14, our 2nd finger is going back up to that B at the 7th fret. Now this is just a repeat, so that's just a repeat of bars 6 and 7. Now bar 16 is the 2 outer strings, that's the E and the B, 6th fret, 1st finger, 7th fret, 8th fret, C again, back to B. So that's, and finally the last note in bar 16, I play this with the little finger at the 12th fret on the first string. So we're playing. Other ways, you could slide the second finger up if you want. But I use the little finger because of the way I play the next sequence of chords. So on bar 17, I'm playing the E with the open 5th string and the little finger on the 1st string. So that's A open and E. Now the chord I'm playing in the 9th position. That's the first finger now on the 3rd string 9th fret, the second finger on the 4th string 10th fret, and the third finger on the 2nd string 10th fret, A. And then you play those two chords together, so it's, so we've got, I like the sound of the chord played up farther up the neck. You can also play that with the C on the 1st string played with the little finger, and then barring that finger at the 5th fret. I just like the sound of that shorter string length, gives you a sweeter sound. Now, having said that, we're still on bar 18 going down to the 5th position, and we're playing the C now on the 1st string with the little finger, so that's at the 8th fret with the open 5th string, partial bar it at the 5th fret, giving us our chord, so that's the 2nd and 3rd string played together. The little finger comes off, we play A, which the bar is covering, followed by the 3rd finger playing the B at the 7th fret and the C at the 8th fret. So that's into bar 19. You can keep the 3rd finger on, you're already prepared with that, you see, so it's, that's already there, ready for our bar 19. So that's the open 6th string and the 7th fret 1st string. The chord that follows it is the B and G, just open strings, that's the 3rd string and 2nd string open, which gives us time to move our fingers now back down to the 2nd position. So we're now playing open E, then F sharp. Now I use the little finger. You can use your 2nd finger on it, doesn't really matter. But it does, I find it makes the next chord change just that little bit easier. So 3rd finger now plays F sharp, little finger plays the G. Now, as we get into bar 20, we've already got that finger on the F sharp, so we've already prepared that. So we bring the 1st finger onto the 5th string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger onto the 3rd string, 2nd fret. So we're now playing the 5th and 1st string together, play the 3rd string and 2nd string, giving us our chord. And if possible, keep your finger on the B. We want that note to be ringing through. And then the little finger moves to the 4th fret 2nd string D sharp. Lift that finger off, we play the open 1st string. And then the F sharp coming up. You can use your 3rd finger again on that. So it's, now that's freeing our 2nd finger up to complete our chord of E minor, which finishes this section off. So bar 21, we've got the 2nd finger lined up now on the 4th string E, and we play the first 4 strings together, which is 4, 3, 2, 1. The thumb plays the 5th string, B, The third finger comes across onto the 6th string, 3rd fret G, and then we play the open 6th string. And then what we do at the end of bar 22, we're actually moving back to the 1st string, 3rd fret G with the 2nd finger. Ready for the repeat. So I'll play it from the beginning slowly. So we're playing the octaves, chord, repeats, then we're into the repeat. So there we have the first section of this nice little piece, and that's where I'll leave this portion today, and let's now go over to see what's happening with the right hand. So the octave section, the thumb's playing the 5th string, and then I'm playing the upper note first of all with the middle finger, and then on the repeated note using the index finger. Now, bar 4, we bring the chords into action, so we're playing the 6th string with the thumb, and then just by playing the 3 strings with the 3 fingers. Now, the first melody note, which is the last note of bar 5, I'm playing with a rest stroke, so I'm pulling that through, and then as the finger slides up, the next note, which is the open 6th string and 1st string together, I'm playing the rest stroke with the 3rd finger. So I'm playing middle finger, then 3rd finger. Now the chord is then with the 2 fingers, just the open strings. And what I'm doing, I'm playing with alternate fingers. So I'm using the middle finger, index, middle. Bar 7, I'm using the 3rd finger on that melody note for the rest as a rest stroke. Middle, index, middle. So that's middle, index, middle, index, middle, index. Bar 9. I'm playing the upper note with the 3rd finger as a rest stroke again. Chords just with the 2 fingers. And again, we've got the rest stroke again. So on that melody note, and again, I'm using that 3rd finger on the upper note. So that's now middle, index, middle, index, middle, index. Notice the way I've fingered that is so that these 2 fingers don't cross. So I've worked the fingering out so that the last note I'm playing is on the 2nd string. I'll do with the index finger. So the note previous to it is middle finger. So that those 2 fingers are now working on those 2 strings, rather than trying to play with the index finger and then the middle finger where they would be crossing, which I think is always awkward. I've worked it so that if we start with the middle finger, it just fits nicely. So we've got the A, which I'm doing the 3rd finger on again, and the chord with the 3 fingers. to repeat. Now that upper note, I'm using the third finger on, the chord, thumb and index in the middle. Third finger on that upper note again. Third finger. Third finger. And thumb and fingers. Thumb, thumb, thumb. So we've got and so there we have the how I play it with the right hand. There's many ways you can finger all these pieces. So just because I'm doing that doesn't mean to say you have to follow exactly my fingering. It's how I play it. Sometimes you've got to experiment and try some of your own fingering. That's how you learn. So that's where I'll leave this piece today. I hope this helps you to play this piece. You can get the music and tabs free from my website www.boltonguitar.co.uk. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.